we are not rare. But before you leave, you will perceive the lore will be unlocked. You might be stalked by a Sasquatch or a ghost witch, possibly even a ghost that will boast about knowing the Ohio grassman or even the Michigan dogman. Werewolves hunt, poltergeists are up front, but in these backwoods folklore is unlocked.
Welcome back to Folklore Unlocked. I'm Austin, and like always, I'm joined by Ethan.
Yep, hello again, everyone.
And this week, we are taking a look at the Lizard Man of Scape Ore Swamp. And it's also known as the Lizard Man of Lee County. It's green, has snake-like scales, lizard-like skin, roughly about 7 feet tall, with red eyes, and its hands reportedly have 3 fingers. So it's one of the many reptilian humanoids that people claim may or may not run the world.
Oh yeah, I was kind of looking up about this. I could not find anywhere to know. It said it looked like it was a snake, but did it have a tail?
I don't. I didn't see one way or another, so I'm not sure.
I was gonna say I couldn't find one either, but I was just making sure. So initial investigations. So July 14th of 1988, Lee County Sheriff's Office investigated a report of a vehicle that had sustained damage while parked at home overnight. It had scratches, bite marks, hair, and footprints in the mud where it was found.
Which, if we're dealing with a lizard man, hair would be, wouldn't that be a bit contradicting to being a lizard man?
That's kind of what I was thinking too. You think you'd found scales instead of hair, but
Because, for as far as I know, all the lizards I know of don't have hair.
now I assume the footprints were the 3-fingered footprints. That's what I assume, but I don't know for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, I'm figuring it was the three-toed, 3-fingered footprint, but just didn't say from what I saw.
No, I didn't see anything either.
And then, spurred on by the announcement on the news of this attack, Christopher Davis reported the damage of his own vehicle. And he gave the description that we gave earlier of the creature. And it had damaged his car 2 weeks earlier. And he was driving home from a night shift from a fast food restaurant. Here we go, 2 weeks in a row with something happening during a night shift or directly after a night shift at a fast food restaurant. His car got a flat tire, and he, of course, stopped to change it. And after fixing the tire, he spotted a creature coming towards him. He got in his car and began driving, and the creature was apparently so fast, it was already so close to his vehicle that when Christopher applied his brakes, it caused the creature to roll off the car, allowing Christopher to escape.
Now you see, say what you will about this creature, but at least it let him fix his tire before it went running after him. So
Exactly.
Then we have Kenneth Orr, which also, on August 5th of 1988, he was an airman stationed at Shaw Air Force Base, And he filed a police report stating that he had seen the lizard man also, and stated that he had shot and wounded the creature and had scales and blood for evidence. 2 days later, faced with a misdemeanor of filing a police report and for unlawful carrying of a pistol, he said that he did it to keep the lizard man in the news.
So at least one of the supposed sightings is a hoax.
At least.
And some theories to what the lizard man actually was, going back to the hair found in the initial report, could be a species of canine, so a dog or coyote. Could also have been a bear. And as for Christopher's sighting, it could have been a local butterbean farmer, Lucius Elmore, who had been dealing with people stealing some of his farming equipment. So, thinking that Christopher was, somebody trying to steal some of his stuff, decided to scare Christopher. Another theory that's a bit out there is that it's a living dinosaur, which would be awesome, kind of scary too. It could also be an iguana. But my absolute favorite theory of what the lizard man's Scape Ore Swamp is, I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying aliens.
Now you see, your favorite is aliens, mine is Lucius Elmore, because even in looking at it there, it says that he even went out and confronted Christopher, and he said that Davis saw him and he screamed and took off. So that's my favorite one. It's just there's literally no lizard thing. It's just it was just a butterbean farmer. I mean, really, the canine species one kind of makes a little bit of sense with the bite marks and the hair and stuff like that on the vehicle, but then it also wouldn't explain the footprints that like we said, we're expecting to be the three-toed one. So,
and for all we know, it could have been a canine print with the coyote or dog missing a toe.
fair, true.
Which would result in a 3-foot, three-toed footprint.
And I mean, that's just assuming that it was a three-toed footprint. We still don't know 100% sure. We just know there's a footprint.
Yeah, from our research, we couldn't determine whether or not it was actually three-toed or not. And on to our thoughts, I think it's probably a misidentification of an actual person, a la Lucius Elmore here, or a misidentification of a known creature, dog, iguana, something, or just like in the case of Kenneth Orr, just a straight up hoax all around.
Yeah, my money's on a hoax. Since there were even investigators that had questioned Chris and said that his story kept changing. Sometimes it would be like, oh, did the creature have scales or not? And he would kind of go between. And there's even times where they didn't even know for sure if it even attacked his car at all. So his story just did not add up all the time. And then also us hearing about Lucius Elmore there that kind of chased him off, just makes me think it's definitely a hoax.
Yeah, probably, the typical Oh, somebody reported their car being damaged. Oh, well, this random guy that I stopped by his property tried to scare me. Let me turn it into a story.
Mm.
But with that, I think that's all we've got for this week. Stay tuned for next week, where we'll be covering the mysterious disappearance and sadly death of Jeanette De Palma. Any last words, Ethan?
Just thanks for watching, everyone.
Well, if you're on YouTube, leave us a like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. If you're on Spotify, thank you for listening. Drop us a comment, and we'll see you next week.
You might wake up beside Spearfinger with an extended visit from Jack the Ripper. But if you're lucky, it'll be an angel on that range hill of Louisiana. You might meet Marie Laveau or the Road. At Folklore Unlocked, Austin and Ethan concoct their theory of the eerie and unexplained around the world, sometimes even the underworld. The lore is locked behind secrets, but folklore is meant to be unlocked. The Sokaloo is haunting NC as well as Tennessee. There are many giants that might be clients of the Dark Watchers, who might have psychokinesis. And the phantom time hypothesis is like a phoenix, coming back around again and again. The laser strain on your brain if you've got more than 2 brain cells in you. Some believe McCartney's dead because they read into the Mandela effect, which is subject to folklore.